Bada bing, bada boom. You know what it is. Geeks are back on the scene for a UFC fight night. Number 64 going down at the Apex. We got Marina Rodriguez coming out against Amanda Lemos. And it's going to be a little firecracker at the top. Couple hidden gems throughout the card. We're going to break down every single fight, starting with the prelims from the bottom to the top. Let's get right into it. We got a female boot, 135 pounds. Ramona Pascual, 6-4, coming out against Tamiris Vidal, 6-1. This is going to be Ramona's first time down to 35. So very interested to see her weight cut. Going to have to see the scales, but super sketchy fight to bet on from the jump. Pascual is riding, a little loss streak. She might be fighting for her job here. Tamiris Vidal, she's 6-1. Her only loss comes to Carol Rosa. And we saw Carol Rosa, a couple weeks back. She's pretty damn good. So not a terrible L to have. In this one, you look at the line when it first drops and, money's coming in on Ramona. So I don't know what people are really seeing there, but I feel like it just dropped too wide. People are trying to narrow that gap. I'm going to take Tamiris Vidal in this fight. I think that, she's just got more tools, but at the same time, Ramona's super tough. So I would not be surprised. I'm staying away from this. Ramona's fighting for a job. She might have some extra firepower. What do you got, Goosey?
This was a toss-up for me because I looked at the resumes, but then when I looked at the fights, I think that Ramona is going to have a little bit more experience and be able to put it together a little bit better because her opponent really struggled on the Contender Series in that fight. She was getting beat up, and then she caught a leg lock for the submission. But she is dangerous. Tamiris Vidal, coming right off the Contender Series into the UFC, though, I don't know if minus 150 is doable for me. So my pick's going to be Ramona Pascual in this one.
Yeah, and note that she did open up minus 250 something, so it got bet down. Daniel, what do you got?
I like Ramona at dog price here, just from experience. I haven't seen too much from the other gal, but I know Ramona's durable, and she didn't look too bad in her last couple of fights, so I feel like she's going to keep improving. And like you said, she's probably fighting for her job here, so I'll take a dog Ramona.
Yeah, it might be the bigger girl coming down to 35 for the first time. Fishman, what do you got?
Yeah, might as well go for the dog in this one. Probably Ramona decisions. Sauce it up a little bit more. But yeah, that's all I got for that one.
Let's go. Riding the first dog on the card. We are moving into the next bout. We got a flyweight scrap between very controversial prospect Jake Hadley, 8-1, missed weight in the Contender Series, comes out, loses his debut. Interesting. Coming out against Carlos Candelario, 8-2, drops his Dana White Contender Series fight, still gets a contract. It was a great fight against Victor Altamirano. I'm excited to see this fight because these guys are going to scramble, and they both have decent grappling. Candelario is known to be like a boxer that, can wrestle a little bit, but, his scrambling ability looked good. I mean, he just fought, Tatsuro Taira and went all the way to the bell. So, I mean, that just speaks for itself because Tatsuro Taira, we've been seeing he just keeps getting better and his grappling is elite. So, I mean, if Jake Hadley can't put this guy away early, Candelario can easily come back late in a little resurgence here. But it's going to be tough. It's a lot to ask. I think Jake Hadley's gonna edge this one out. So give me Jake Hadley 29-28 decision. What do you got, Fish?
Yes, on this one, we got Carlos on one side. I believe, yeah, the dudes he's been fighting, in addition to Tatsuro, who's been doing good, like you said, Victor Altamirano, I think is pretty good too. So I'm gonna ride with Carlos on this one. I think just from the level of experience he's been facing, I'm going with that. I'm gonna ride with that's a dog price plus 200-ish right now.
Yeah, dude, 15 minutes grappling with Tatsuro Taira is going to shape him up for this matchup pretty nice, you'd imagine. Dano, what do you got?
I'm going to take a shot with Fish here. I like the dog in Candelario just because he's a tough-ass dude. He's hard to put away. You guys already said it. He's been 15 minutes with Tatsuro. He's one of those Northeastern guys who just doesn't want to go out. He can totally grind out a decision, and he's got really good cardio. So I don't know if Hadley's going to be able to put him away. And in this fight, I can just see Candelario grinding him out because Candelario is a pretty good wrestler along with his hands on the feet. So I'm gonna ride with another probably decision by Candelario.
Let's go. Goosey, what do you got?
I'm gonna be cheering for Carlos Candelario on this, but I think Jake Hadley will win, and it's because, like you said, Candelario's a boxer that can grapple a little bit. I think Hadley is a good grappler. He ran into a veteran grappler in his debut. He got beat. But I think that his style is going to be tough for Candelario because he does have that dominant control wrestling. He's going for submissions, and that's something that Tatsuro Taira had a lot of success with against him. So minus 250 is a little steep for Hadley, but I think he gets it done in this one.
100P. We're moving right into the next one. We got another bantamweight scrap. It's Mexico's own Johnny Munoz Jr., 11-2, training out of Mexico. And he's coming out against Ludovic Shalilian. I should know it. Watched him on the freaking Tough for a whole season. He's 9-2-1. He lost to Ricky Turcos, and that doesn't sit well with me too much. Johnny Munoz just got sparked, so this is just really tough, man. This is like who's worthy of even being on this stage, if you ask me, because both these guys have a lot to prove. Ludovic just kind of slows down. I mean, he's just kind of known to be a dog, like not too much tactical warfare in there, not too technical, just kind of known to dog his opponents out. Johnny Munoz, serious grappler, serious grappling, and he can really do some damage down there. Ludovic showed that, he can keep it up, but man, this one's super tough. I'm going to take Johnny Munoz in this fight because I do think that, in positions on the ground, he's going to be winning minutes. So, if he can just keep that top control, keep those sub games going, I think that he can win a decision in this. He might even be able to put him away early. He needs a big W off a bad L. So that's what I got in this one. What do you got, Dano?
I'm with you. I like Johnny Munoz coming off that L. I feel like he's going to be a lot better, or at least just a lot more weary on the feet. And I don't think Ludwig's going to be too much of a threat on the feet. And then, like you said, his ground game is pretty good. So I feel like he's just going to outfight Ludwig for 15 minutes. Maybe he might finish him, but I could totally just see him being just the more capable, more athletic, just the more fighter in the octagon. So that's who I'm riding with.
Fair take. Goosey, what do you got?
I am going to go with the underdog Ludovic in this one. I think that if I were to pick Johnny Munoz, I would be banking on a submission from him because I think that over time, Ludovic will get the better of it in the stand up. And then his grappling is pretty decent. He's able to use that more wrestling heavy style. And I think if they do get to the ground, he'll be able to find dominant positions, apply pressure, and then get back up to the feet, where we saw Johnny Munoz take an uppercut and he did not respond well, ended the fight last time. I think he might be a little weary, might be a little extra, put extra emphasis on getting it to the ground. And Ludwig Shaolin at pretty sizable dog money, I think has a very good shot to get it done in this. So give me the underdog here.
Let's go, Fishman. What do you got?
Yeah, in this one, kind of tough to me because I want to ride with the dog. Do I think Johnny Munoz is probably going to get it done? Yes. I've seen Ludovic kind of just like, even on Tough, he's just like a brawler, and he's just going to brawl. And I think Johnny could just play it smart and get the dub in this one. And I'm going to ride with Johnny on this one. That's what I'm going to do.
Do it. All right, we're moving into the next one. Another female boot. It's a strawweight boot. It's Jin Yu Frey, 11-7, coming out against the Polyana Viana, 12-5, a crowd pleaser. Let's see. When I look at this matchup, I look at anything with Polyana Viana. I'm like, oh, can she get the sub? Can she get a sub? Jin Yu Frey is a dog in her own set. I'm going to ride with Jin Yu Frey because I just don't think that Polyana is going to be able to get it done. I mean, Jin Yu Frey, she comes prepared. She's got good cardio. As long as she doesn't slack off and fall into something, I feel like she'll be winning a lot of the minutes of this fight. So that's where I'm going. Not too much thought into that. Definitely nothing on that. What do you got, Goose?
Taking Jinyu Frey. I know she's a little bit older in this one, but stylistically, I think she's going to have the better, harder shots on the feet. Pollyanna Vienna likes to get the fight to the ground. She's been known to pull guard, do anything to get the fight to the ground. And with Jinyu Frey's 88% takedown defense, I think she might be able to stop that attack and keep it where she's comfortable in this one. So I think there's a little bit of value on there. I'm going to take Jinyu Frey.
Let's go. Underdog price plus 120. What do you got, Fish?
Give me Jinyu Frey decision. I like what Goose is thinking. Just the experience. And if she could just keep the fight standing up, she's got good takedown defense. So I'm going to ride that. Keep it standing, and it's going to go to decision. So that's what I'm going to do.
Facts. And actually, she opened plus 120. Now the line's about even now. Dano, what do you got?
Short and sweet. I'm riding Jinyu Frey with all the things that you guys said. I think she'll get this one done.
All right, let's go. We're moving into the next one. We got another bantamweight scrap. Not a lot of heavyweight scraps going on here. A lot of bantam flies, straws. I'm seeing a 45. All right, we're moving into this one. We got Mario Bautista, 10-2. This guy's a seriously slept on athlete in the bantamweight division. He's doing camps over there with Sugar Sean. This guy's good. And he's coming out against Benito Lopez, 10-1, who we have not seen in a good moment. A lot of this is on the fact that Benito Lopez just hasn't been in the octagon. So there's not really too much to gauge here. I'm going to keep riding Mario because this guy looks fantastic. And, Benito, all this time off, this is not the guy you want to, come back into the octagon with all that time off against. Like, God forbid Benito Lopez is one of those guys who just increased his skill set, and is just looking like another animal in there coming back after a year. But now I'm going to take Mario Bautista in this. I think that, his stand-up is evolving. I think that his wrestling game is something that people don't think about too much, and it's really good. He's got subs. I mean, this guy's versatile. Watch out for this kid. I think he's a lock. I mean, I'd put him in a parlay here. So that's what I'm riding with. What do you got, Dano?
Yeah, I like what you said. Just keep riding Mario, and that's what I'm going to do because just Benito, even though he is good, he's got a good record on him, 10-1. He's just been out for too long. And Mario's been active, and he had a good win against Kelleher, who Kelleher is known for, good wrestling here and there and good submissions here and there. And Mario took him down, threw him in a submission, ultimately tapping him out. So I think his spirits will be high. The O'Malley camp, their spirits are going to be high. There's going to be a lot of good vibes coming in this fight. So I'm just going to ride with Batista. I think he is a dog.
Let's go. Goosey, what do you got?
This fight's close for me, and I think that Batista is going to win, but he's a pretty heavy favorite. I think Benito Lopez is dangerous, but that layoff is giving me my worries because you can't really go in with ring rust against Mario Batista. He's been known to make you pay for it. He's got heavy hands, quick subs that he can get off, and I think he's going to be on point. I know Sugar Sean's been hyping him up, saying he's ready to rock. I'm going to trust that man. I'm picking Mario Batista.
Of course you are. Fishman, what do you got?
I'm riding Mario Bautista, and I think he gets the finish. So Mario within the distance. But yeah, he's just dangerous on the feet. He's dangerous on the ground. I mean, I could just see him just coming out on a good exchange, knocking Benito down, and then grabbing a neck or something, rear naked, or just ground and pound, finish it off. But yeah, Mario, give me that.
All right. Yeah, he is going to be around minus 275, minus 260-ish. That line is just going to keep going up. If you ask me, Benito Lopez in his last two fights, or actually 2 fights ago, he got caught in a gilly round 1. Mario, very open for that kind of stuff. Let's get into this. We got the next fight. It's another female boot. Miranda Maverick, 10-4, coming out against Shanna Young, 8-4. Yeah, I'll take Miranda Maverick in this one. That's all I got. What do you got, Dano?
I like Miranda Maverick too. I've been a Miranda Maverick fan for a good while now. She grinds out her fights where she's pretty good on the ground, getting around 2 takedowns per fight. She's got a pretty good takedown accuracy. She can wear punches. And just last fight, she was supposed to fight Shanna Young a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago or so. And Shanna Young had to pull out due to weight cutting. She was in the hospital. It was just kind of a weird thing. So now I feel like, can I trust this weight cut to be 100% for Shannon Young? I can't. And just having Miranda Maverick across the octagon from you when you're feeling like shit, that's a tough task. So I'm gonna ride Miranda Maverick on this one.
Let's go. Goosey, what do you got?
I mean, I've already given this prediction. They just pushed the fight back. It's going to be the same thing. I'm picking Miranda Maverick. In fact, they're pushing the fight back because Shanna had a bad weight cut, and now they're just moving it back a few weeks. I don't think her body's going to be in any better shape than it was. And they've already fought before. They fought in 2019. Miranda Maverick got a first round submission. Now Miranda Maverick is 25 instead of 22, and I think she's going to be better, and I think she's going to get a first round finish, most likely submission.
Bold. Fishman, what do you got?
I mean, I don't know if that's too bold of a statement because he took the words right out of my mouth right there. I mean, I'm same thing. 2019 rear naked choke. I see it same thing happening in this fight. So but yeah, let's kick it off to the next one.
Let's do it. It's a featherweight scrap, and it's Derek Minner, 26-13, coming out against, forgive me for this, Shailan Nurbenbike. All right. He's 37-10. And I think he's going to win this fight. And I think he actually gets a finish in this fight. I remember watching his last scrap and just being dumb impressed with the strength of this guy. I mean, this guy's a muscle freak, and he throws nuclear missiles over the top. Derek Minner likes to grapple. If he can't get his grapple game off, this is going to be tough because his hands have not proved to be too excellent. And Shailan's going to be coming with some serious pop. So I'm taking Shailan round 2 knockout after Minner. Maybe he's a little bit successful in the first round with some grappling exchanges. Maybe he wins some top control. But after the second round starts, those takedowns are going to stop coming. And, it's going to start turning into that island on the feet. And it's going to be a matter of time, if you ask me. So that's what I'm rocking with. What do you got, Fishman?
Yeah, so Shailan is a little bit younger. And yeah, I mean, in this one, I think Shailan gets it done. Minner, I don't think he's been fighting the best of competition recently. And yeah, I mean, the win, just give me, I don't know if he gets a finish though. I think I'm just gonna go Shailan decision on this one. That's what I'm gonna do.
Fair enough. Goosey, what do you got?
I'm right there with you guys. I'm picking the favorite. I'm picking Shailan, and it's because he seems dangerous in the octagon. He's throwing hard shots. He's able to power grapple, get on top, and I think that's what he's going to need to do against Derek Minner in this one. Derek Minner, if this fight's stuck on the ground or Derek Minner's in top position, it's going to be a little bit sketchy, but I think Shailan's going to be able to knock him out. He was able to stuff a lot of TJ Brown's takedowns last fight. I think that he'll be able to do the same with Derek Minner. And then we watched Derek Minner get outstruck by Ryan Hall, which I don't know. So I think the power shots are gonna find a spot, and I think Shailan gets it done inside.
Yeah, that's a -200 line. Dano, what do you got?
I'm going to ride with Shailan too. Everything you guys have said, I feel like he's just kind of a little bit better than Minner in all these categories. And even though they both have low outputs on the ground, I feel like Shailan's just punches will do more damage. Like if it goes to decision, I could see them just like, kind of judging it based off damage where Minner's cut up or, his eyes all busted, something like that. So just overall tools wise and how he uses them, I'm going to ride with Shailan.
Let's go. Those are the prelims. Every single one from the bottom to the top. Tune in for the next video. We're running through the main card. Let's get it.